Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about piercings and tattoos. I haven't made a video in a while, and as you can tell, this is my workspace at home. This is for the time being until I can get my own computer. Right now I'm working off of my boyfriend's computer. Mine is for some reason not working. And so, yeah, so here I am. And like I said, today I'm going to be talking about tattoos and piercings. I just recently, actually 3 weeks ago today, I've got a new tattoo on my leg. It's of a dream catcher. And I would show it, but because of this being a new computer and me being short, I can't get my leg up here to show you. Maybe I can try to get a picture in here of it right now from my phone. Just because, like I said, this is a new computer and I don't really know how to do stuff from it yet. So here is the new tattoo that I got 3 weeks ago today. I don't know if you can see that all that well. It's about 5.5 inches long or so. There's no color in it other than just, the black and gray shading on it. That is on the side of my calf. And, that was the most painful tattoo that I've had on me by far. Pain-wise, for everybody is going to be different no matter what part of you is, you're getting tattooed from. This just happened to be a really, really sensitive spot for me. On a pain scale of 1 to 10, I would put it at about an 8, 8.5. I do have chronic illnesses, one being a nerve disease, so it really just hurt me really bad, but, I was the one that put myself in that situation, which some people might complain of, why'd you do such a stupid thing? Don't complain, you are the one in pain, you put yourself there, and I know, it's something that I've been wanting for a long, long, long time, and talked with my piercer on and off about that for a long time. And when it comes to tattoos, especially because they are so permanent on your body, you want to make sure that it's something that you want, something that you are okay with living with for the rest of your life. And you might say, oh, well, I could just get it lasered off later in life. First off, that's so expensive. And secondly, that doesn't always work. A lot of times it doesn't completely take care of the tattoo. You'll get scarring afterwards. It's just this whole long thing. So it's just easier if you just pick something that you want, something that has meaning to you, something that you just don't do on the spur of the moment kind of thing. It's not just pick something out of a book and, oh, this is what I want. Like I said, this was, for me, 2 years in the making. It's something that I wanted, just something that I wanted because it means a lot to me, and my beliefs and stuff. And it just has a lot of meaning to me. Absolutely love it. The care for tattoos, different tattoo artists might have different ways of you to take care of it. Mine had suggested to put saran wrap on it, which he did before I left, which he said wasn't completely necessary, but for me, I just feel comfortable with it. When I take a shower, or when I took a shower, I would take it off. I would clean like I normally would. Obviously not scrubbing that area, like hard. I just washed the rest of me and just kind of let the soap run down. When I got out of the shower, I made sure that it was all rinsed off completely. And I very gently blotted it dry with like a paper towel or something. I didn't want to get my regular towel on it because it is like a cut, a scrape, and I didn't want to get my towel on it because of the bacteria from my towel. And then I put a lotion on called Aquaphor, and what that is a special kind of lotion to put on. I did that for 3 days, and then I'd put the saran wrap on. I would change the saran wrap in the morning and at night, and I did that for the first 3 days, and then after that I myself used Aveeno, which I made sure that it had no fragrance, nothing in it for dyes or anything, just a fragrance-free lotion to use. And I did that for a good week afterwards, and I've just been taking good care of it since. The saran wrap I did for about 3 days or so because it was so new. And that's just my way of taking care of it. That's what I did with my other two. I've got a small one here on my right wrist, another small one here on my left wrist. So yeah, that was kind of the gist of getting my new tattoo that I got. I also wanted to talk about piercings today because since my last video, I got 2 new piercings. Back in December, the beginning of December, I had gotten my midway helix right here. I don't know if you can really see it all that great. Just because my gemstone that I have on there is pink, a light pink, so it's kind of hard to pick up on it. So yeah, I've had that for about, I think the 6th is 2 months for me. The 6th or the 7th is 2 months that I've had that. It's healing really well. Now, this, in some ways, isn't necessarily your traditional midway helix, because it is lower down. Midways are usually about up here, so I went to the piercing shop where I get my tattoos done. They do tattoos, they do piercings there. Not by the same guy. Just, I don't believe he is, my tattoo artist, I don't believe, is certified to do piercings. So I go with the guy that he has hired as a piercer, professional piercer. He also, today I went in because I was in that area of getting it done. I have my rook that I just had done. I don't know how well you can actually see that. Trying to get closer here. Right here. Got my rook done. Price-wise, for all my piercings, I won't say, not because I don't want to, but because each piercer charges differently, and then, with tips and everything. So it's just, I'm not going to say because, like I said, it's different for everybody. I can go through all the piercings that I have and just kind of touch base a little bit on pain levels that they were. My right ear, first and second lobes, which those were probably a 1 or 2 on a pain scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like the most horrific pain ever in the whole wide world, and 1 being like, I didn't feel anything happen. So those were probably a 1 or a 2, probably a 2. The next piercing that I got was my upper helix here. I know I'm going to get a lot of crap for this, but I did get that done with a gun, which you're not supposed to do. This is where I tell you guys to go to a professional shop. I do recommend going to a professional shop for the fact that when you get it done with a gun, it can actually shatter the cartilage in your ear. I was lucky enough, strangely enough, stupidly enough, it didn't shatter my cartilage. It I don't know how, but it has healed. I've had that. This May will be 2 years. But I do recommend going to a shop because it's a lot safer. You know that it's going to be sterile and all that good stuff, and I'll touch base on that in a minute. Pain-wise for that, I would say it was probably about a 3, only because the difference between lobe piercings and cartilage piercings, or helix up here, is down here is just skin. Up here, you've got the cartilage, which is a lot thicker. It's cartilage. It's thicker. So yeah, these were about a 2, no more than a 2. This one was like a 3, maybe a 3.5. About a 3. Then last year I had, last February, gotten my belly button pierced. It rejected within 6 weeks. It was nothing that I had done. I had taken good care of it. I had gone to a piercer, and my body just didn't want that piercing in there at all. So last June I had tried it again. That was after I had taken care of it to help it heal up so that it could be ready to try it again. And that one had lasted probably 4.5 months before it rejected again. I had taken it out, and at this point, I don't know if I'm going to get it done again, only for the fact that it's rejected twice so far. Pain-wise on that was first time around, because I didn't know what to expect, was a 4, but second time around it was only about a 2.5. It really wasn't that bad. Even considering they went through scar tissue, which is surprisingly, it wasn't that bad. So yeah, if you're worried about pain on it, don't worry about the pain. It's worth it. I'm sad that mine didn't work out. No, it's not because of my weight. I am a heavier set girl, as you can tell. It has nothing to do with race, weight, whatever. You could see somebody who's really, really overweight and have theirs pierced and have it be fine, and see somebody who's really, really skinny and have theirs reject. Yes, I do have chronic illnesses. Did that help in it rejecting? No, it didn't. My body just decided that it didn't want it in there, and what rejecting is, and it's different than infection and different than migrating. Rejection is when it's trying to heal. Your body's trying to heal and the jewelry's in there, and your body just pushes out the jewelry. It just doesn't want it in there. If that makes any sense, it just pushes it straight through, and if you don't take it out, it can actually rip through the skin. That is common in surface piercings, like eyebrow piercings, which I don't have, nape of the neck, belly button, most surface piercings like dermals and such. But enough about that one. So yes, I did have my belly button pierced 2 times and rejected both times. Makes me sad, but what can you do? Nothing that I can do at this point, or nothing that I could have done at that point. So the next one that I got was back in May of last year. I got my nose done. Which you can't really see on here because the lighting and the camera are crappy, and I apologize for that. I have in the original nose screw that I was pierced with. There are quite a few different nose jewelry that you can have. Some piercers will pierce you with a ring. Mine pierced me with a nose screw, which if you just Google what a nose screw is, you'll see that it's like this little, the stud part that goes through your nose, and on the inside kind of curls around and then has a little foot. And what that does is it makes sure that it stays in your nose. Um, I like it. I know that it's not going to fall out because it's not like it's going to push itself out. With this one, do I feel it in there? No. Does it, does it bother me? Is it weird to have it in my nose? Honestly, I thought it was going to bother me really, really badly, but I haven't felt it in my nose. I mean, it hurt when he was piercing me. Pain-wise, it was probably a 4, only because it was just awkward, I guess, for lack of a better word. It was just weird having it go through my nose, because that was my first and only facial piercing, but I haven't felt it in my nose. It's not like I can feel it there. It's not like, I don't know, I don't feel it in there. It's not like you can see it. I mean, if you were to get like really up close and personal up in my face, you'd be able to see it up my nose, but I don't know why anybody would be looking up your nose. So, I mean, you can see it on the outside, obviously, but not on the inside. That, like I said, the pain was probably about a 4, but afterwards, honestly, this was like my easiest healing piercing that I have, honestly. I will go into how to take care of your piercings in a minute. I've still got 2 other piercings that I want to show you guys that I kind of already showed you, but the next one I got was, like I said, the Midway Helix here, and then today I got the Rook right up here. The Midway Helix, because of where it is, it's partial cartilage and partial skin where it is. That one actually, I think, was my most painful piercing. Was probably a 4, 4.5. My Rook, which I thought was going to be like the most painful because of where it is on the ear, which this isn't my pierce side, so I can touch it. This part of your ear, the inner part of the ring here, it's kind of near the front, but inside your ear. I thought it was going to hurt because of the way that your ear's built, but that one, on a scale of 1 to 10, was probably a 4. You're going to get, like, some people are going to say that it's the most painful. Other people are going to say they didn't feel it. It's all about pain tolerance. I have sort of like what I would call an average pain tolerance of, I feel pain, obviously, I'm human, but it's not really, really painful. So, other people have high pain tolerance and don't really feel pain. So, it just depends on your pain tolerance. And how to clean those real quick, because I'm making a really long video and I apologize. What you're going to do is take 1 cup of really hot water, not boiling, but as hot as you can stand it. 1 cup of hot water, and mix in 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, non-iodized sea salt. You're going to mix that in, and what I do is I take a Q-tip and I just go right around each piercing on the front. One end of the Q-tip for 1 piercing, you don't dip it and do all of your piercings. Just 1 end of the Q-tip for 1 part of it, just the front, and then I flip it over and make sure that the other end is wet with that sea salt solution that I've just made, and I will clean the backside, all around the backside. Now, I will do 2 or 3 Q-tips per earring or piercing, to ensure that I'm not bringing bacteria from one piercing to the next. That will help the healing. It will help by doing it like 1 end of the Q-tip on 1 piercing. That will help healing, promote healing, help fight bacteria from other ends. Sorry if you heard that. That was just my phone. But your piercer should go over how to clean your piercings. Always ask them questions on like gauges, healing times, how to take care of it. All of it. Don't be afraid to do your research on both piercings and tattoos to go to a reputable place. Don't be afraid to ask for portfolios, because most piercers and tattoo artists will have a book of things that they've done, their work. Don't be afraid to ask for certificates. Ask to see if all the stuff is sterilized. Don't be afraid to go online and look for reviews. Talk to people, see what shop people like. I did a lot of research myself to find the right shop for me. And just like I said, don't be afraid to do your research. Ask a lot of questions because it's your body and your health. And they won't mind you asking questions, because then it will help promote business for them. So just, ask questions, be mindful of everything, and just do your homework on it. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment box below. Subscribe, share, all of that good stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!